Well, hey everybody, you got the Wingman here, and welcome to Wingman Nation, where we sit around this virtual campfire enjoying each other's company, talking about RVs and all the joy that can come from owning and using an RV. The good, the not so good, and the occasional downright ugly. I hope that if you find today's chat interesting and something that maybe newbies or those who are considering buying an RV would find helpful, that you will share it with them. If you are here for the first time, the concept of Wingman Nation is that I believe we can all be better, more effective human beings when we watch out for each other, when we are not so selfish, when we are genuinely trying to help other people, not because of some kind of a special reward or compensation, but because it is the right thing to do. When we genuinely try and help others, that's when we are acting as a good wingman or a good wingwoman in the most selfless kind of way. So, today's monologue is sort of a result of a nice telephone call I had with a man named Paul. He's in Washington State. It was about a motorhome that he's interested in all the way down in Florida. Yeah, Florida, at PPL Motorhomes. Now, I looked at a map, and it's about 3,000 miles from where Paul lives. And he wanted my input. 3,000 miles. 3,000 miles to travel to buy a motorhome. A used motorhome that he and his wife want to live in full time. It was a great conversation with a great guy, smart guy, and it got me thinking, and I came up with an idea for today's video. I hope it makes sense. I do hope that you will comment and let me know your thoughts. So, I want you to imagine this. You're standing at the base of a beautiful, towering mountain. I mean, it is magnificent. You know that the view from the top of that mountain has got to be amazing. But how do you get there? The path, there's not a clear path, and a lot of the mountain you can't even see. It's hidden by clouds and all kinds of stuff, trees and cliffs, but there's something in you that you know that it's more than just a breathtaking view from the top. It's a sense of accomplishment, the serenity, the perspective, if you will, that'll come from being on top of the world, from climbing that mountain. Now, picture that mountain as the journey of owning an RV. Yeah, RV ownership has its challenges. The road isn't always smooth. There are a lot of unexpected detours and obstacles, a lot of times when the path ahead seems really uncertain. The reality is that some people, when they see that mountain, they hesitate. They're afraid. They're afraid to climb that mountain. It's too steep. The path is too uncertain. They hope for a clear and easy trail to the top, right? I mean, guaranteed success, no risk of failure. Does any of this make any sense? I do hope so. But here's the deal. If every mountain had a clear, easy path to the top, would the view be as rewarding? Would reaching the summit be as satisfying? I don't think so. It's the challenges, the steep parts, the places where you have to forge your own path. Those are what gives meaning to the journey. They're what turns a simple trip into an adventure, a set of experiences that shapes who you are, how you see the world. Ask any longtime RVer, and they'll tell you that in RVing, just like in life, there will be situations that will test your resolve. They will. That you'll likely have to face breakdowns and weather and unexpected detours and setbacks. But you know what? It's these experiences that will build your confidence. They teach you how to navigate the unpredictable nature, the uncertainty of life. Isn't it true that the greatest stories and the most stunning memories don't come from the easy parts? They come from the times when you showed up, when you had to put one foot in front of the other and you just kept on going, even if the path was steep, even if it was scary. However, there is also a flip side. There is. Something else you need to keep in mind. In RVing, as in life, you're going to be flooded with advice, opinions, and stories from others who can either be helpful or they can lead you astray, heading down a pathway to danger, serious danger. And I don't want to see that. It kind of reminds me of the story of the Donner Party. Remember that story? A group of these pioneers back in the 1840s, they set out to California from the Midwest. They were determined to seek and find a better life. They were determined, much like you might be, to reach their destination. Now, they knew it was going to be hard, sometimes scary, but along the way, they got tired. They did. And when they got tired, they were hoping for a shortcut. There's got to be some kind of way that would be an easier path to California. And they found one. They listened to a man named Lansford Hastings, a lawyer from Ohio, who told them just what they were hoping for. It was a shortcut, a hack, if you will, an easier way, a shortcut. Only thing was Lansford Hastings was wrong. Oh, really, really, really wrong. But the Donner Party didn't know it, not yet. The Donner Party listened to Hastings because he told them what they wanted to hear. They were filled with hope. They were. They went for the shortcut, and guess what? They paid the ultimate price. They did. It ended up with most of the party dying, and those who survived turned to cannibalism. It's the truth. It happened in the winter of 1847. Now, I think that there are some powerful lessons here, powerful takeaways from the story of the Donner Party. When you are facing a dangerous journey, be careful of who you listen to. You'll need to figure out how to climb the mountain on your own. Not all advice is good advice, and most of the time, not only is there no shortcut, but the price you will pay to take that shortcut can be huge. In RVing, just like in life, you will encounter plenty of advice on the best way to do things. Some will tell you that there's an easier route, a surefire way to have a hack to avoid all the bumps and bruises. But the reality is the only person who can decide the best path for you is you. It's not your RV salesperson. It's not your friend. It's not the Wingman. It's not some YouTube channel. You've got to make your own decisions. And when you do, you have to accept the responsibilities and the consequences that come with it. It's tempting, it is, to hope for a clear, simple guide that guarantees you success. But you know what? That's not how real journeys work, do they? Whether you're deciding on the best route to your RV destination or making a significant life decision, it's up to you to figure out which advice is sound advice and which could lead you way, way off course. Remember, just as we learned with the Donner Party, they learn in the hard way, shortcuts and easy answers can sometimes lead to most difficult, tragic outcomes. So as you prepare to climb your proverbial mountain, I hope that you will take in all the information you can, learn from others, but also trust your own judgment. The climb, it will test you. It will challenge you. And at times, it'll make you question your choices. It will. But in the end, the path that you carve out, the decisions you make, the lessons you learn along the way will be uniquely yours. And isn't that what makes the journey, the view from the top, as they say, so worth it? But what do you think? Are there really shortcuts to success or in maybe finding happiness? Or is the pathway always going to be filled with choices? And many of them you're not going to like. Let me know your thoughts on today's message. And by the way, if I can help you find a great RV from a great RV dealer, I'd like to try and help you. You can contact me if you point the camera on your cell phone down to the bottom corner, the QR code here in the bottom of the screen. It will take you to a simple website that I hope you will find helpful. If you're watching on a mobile device or on your computer, you'll find that link and my contact info down below. If you would, give today's video a like and make sure you are subscribed to the channel and that your notifications are turned to all. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman, reminding you, be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. Bye-bye, everybody.